No one cares. No one cares. No one actually cares. I make a silly video on the internet, no one cares. I make a mistake, no one cares. As long as I get better from it, I say a silly word or I do a stupid thing in public, no one cares. That is what I'm trying to do this week because I had a massive panic attack. And I have been having a lot of them lately. And I think what's really tricky about mental health, having ADHD and all of this stuff, is that you can think you're better and that everything's fine, and then something happens and it's all different. It's really easy to skill regress and go back to, now I need to do my eyebrows. I'm getting ready to go out, that's all you're here for. Oh, that sounded rude. I meant that all you're witnessing is me chatting. I'm excited about what's to come, but I'm still very nervous about the unpredictability of my mental state and how quickly things can change. Another reminder. Oh, I love tarot. I have many decks of cards. They give a little message that you might need at the moment. This is me. Look at this bird. It's like a sparrow, I think. Or, I don't know, what bird looks like that? I don't even know my birds. I'm 20 and I don't know what birds are and which types are which. A lot of the time I get very worried that I haven't done anything with my life. And I know that that's silly, but I also, haven't done a lot in the scheme of, what a normal, traditional life is. Not that life is gotta be traditional, I don't know. I just feel sometimes like I haven't done what other people have. I don't know, anyway. Let's just pull a card. Basically in ensemble today, I walked in and some of my friends were talking about how we don't see the behind the scenes of people who make stuff, and they always put their very best out on platforms. And it kind of encouraged me to open up a bit and talk about kind of the stuff I've been going through. Not in detail, I guess, but you can kind of paint a picture from me talking about panic attacks and how it kind of dysregulates me for a whole day. Even the behind the scenes of content, I just grab my camera, put an SD card in, and then just put it down. And now I'm doing my eyeliner, I guess. Oh, I want other musicians that are small like me to know that this is not none of this is ever planned. I just feel like doing it, and I've been lucky to have been given this camera by my uncle who was really into photography. I have another camera that I bought when I was 11. Always been into photography, but it's a bit older now and it doesn't have a flippy viewfinder, so I can't see what the shot looks like. So that's why this one's really helpful. I don't know much about audio, I don't know anything about equipment really. I just have always kind of winged it. Winged it. I don't know, this is very... I'm literally leaning on my bathtub right now to get this shot, but it's fine. Just gonna shuffle some cards. There's a lunar eclipse, did you know that? There's a lunar eclipse. I just saw the moon on the bottom of the deck and it's reminded me that there's a lunar eclipse in Virgo, I believe. So maybe all of this energy that I'm feeling, and maybe you might be feeling a bit overwhelmed, under pressure. Venus and Mercury are in retrograde, and this causes a lot of different things. And also we're shifting into Aries season from Pisces, so there's a lot of different transitional shifts that are happening. So you might be feeling a lot of different things. You can kind of check what each planet means in your chart and how it's going to affect you. This is so weird because I feel like one of those tarot readers online that goes, your boyfriend wants to break up with you, and I'm not that. I'm just a person who likes to read cards to do a bit of introspection and a bit of shadow work, and I think that's fine. And I'm putting myself out here a little bit with this. It's something that I really love. Anyway, so let's find out what's the main energy of this lunar eclipse and this full moon that's coming up. The moon flipped. Eight of Pentacles. I feel like that's it. Oh, the High Priestess. Okay, so there's a lot. Follow your intuition. Follow your gut feeling. You know what your values are. You know what your morals are. Stay calm. Move in silence. Know your limits and your emotional capacity for things. And yeah, heavy emphasis on moving in silence and working your way through things. I'm also seeing, like, because there's a crescent moon in the corner, so after this full moon, the crescent could be a really important time of like setting your intentions, as it always is, but I feel like there's something significant about sowing a seed in that time. Something that you want to do, something you want to work towards, a goal. I feel like you should start setting them, because it'll help you know where you're meant to go. Anyway, okay. So our first card that came out was the moon, of course. So there's a lot of things that are hidden from you right now, or hidden from me. I'm reading for myself and for you guys. If you want to receive this, also, you don't have to. I totally get it if you don't want to. Anyway, yeah. So the moon is about hidden illusions, things you can't see. So there's like two dogs and they're howling at the moon, and then there's like this crustacean, this little lobster in the corner. And there's things you can't see, but it's for a reason. You don't have to know everything, and it's okay to be in a period where you need to learn something, because you can't know everything all at once. And then the Eight of Pentacles. So you're working hard right now, and people are noticing. You're putting in a lot of effort into something you're passionate about, whether it's like at work or in a creative project, and it's going to bring you success if you know how to use your resources well. So keep working hard. I'm seeing the Knight of Pentacles in my mind, which is like slow and steady wins the race. Like, set small goals and achieve them as you go. And then the Tower, oh Lord, okay. So this seems like a really bad card, but it's not. It's pretty devastating looking, but it just means that there's a big change coming. It'll shake your foundation, but it means you'll get to start over again and be the Fool and start your journey from the ground up. There's some unsteady foundation that was made, and now the illusions are crumbling down. There could be a massive shift, a massive change, something you weren't expecting. Breathe. Use your intuition like the High Priestess. Channel that energy. Hold strong in your emotions. Try not to be reactive and be responsive instead. And use this as an opportunity to rebuild. I don't know, it's just what the cards are telling me today. And it's very applicable to everything. I feel like this is so real. Like working really hard, not knowing what to do next or what's coming, and then feeling like this emotional whirlwind of like everything's going wrong. No, I can't do everything at once and it's all wrong. So yeah, I don't know. That's just a little reading. Oh, okay, I'm gonna take the top. Hangman. Okay, you may need to take some time and have a bit of a perspective shift. So the tarot card I actually chose for this in my own deck of cards that I'm making is Cherophobe. So maybe listening to the song would actually help you. One day I'll make a full deck and it'll be really cool, but you may need to let go of something. You might be holding on too tightly. But it's also about taking a pause and realizing, like, okay, what are my next steps? Then you can bring in that Eight of Pentacles energy and work hard towards those goals. Break down your steps. That's 3 major arcana in one spread. Actually insane. I do readings a lot, but this is my first ever camera reading, like reading an audience or like reading just an energy or channeling, I guess, for a camera. So this is a bit weird, but it's okay. I hope people don't think I'm strange. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm a little bit strange, I'm a little bit weird, and that's okay. My hyperfixation has been tarot cards since forever. I think they're pretty, I think they mean something, and I think they're a way to process a lot of stuff. So that's cool, and I'm okay with it. And you don't have to be okay with it, but that's chill too. Let me know if it resonated, I guess. Or if you're feeling this kind of energy at the moment. And I'll see you next time, I guess.